Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome back to another VideoAmigo tutorial. And today we're going to talk about this really awesome tool called When to Upload. Also, for the record, if I sound a little nasally, I'm sick, so bear with me, please. So everyone knows that if you can find the right time to upload your videos, it will definitely improve your channel. But finding those golden hours to upload your specific videos has been more of a guess. However, VideoAmigo has a really cool tool, which I already said is the When to Upload tool, that allows you to dive in a little bit further and see what are the best times and the best days that you should upload your YouTube videos. And VideoAmigo is the only place where you can look and see the best times to upload for your specific channel topic. So from now on, you no longer have to guess when the best upload time for your channel is. We have a stat for that on VideoAmigo, and we'll walk you through it and show you how to do it, so stay tuned. So one thing to keep in mind is that these new recommended video publish times change every week. They change like the seasons because it takes a lot of things into account. Seasons change, different topics that people like to search for will change depending on the season, viewing habits change, video topics change, and competition changes all the time. So when you use this tool, be sure to check it at least once a week to kind of reevaluate the times that you should be posting on your channel. And if you've watched any of my other VideoAmigo tutorial videos, then you would know that VideoAmigo is categorizing YouTube videos into more than 10,000 nested topics and is an absolute pro at categorizing these different YouTube channels and comparing them to each other and seeing how your channel stacks up against the competition. So that's how we get these when to upload results. We just look through over 10,000 nested topics and we categorize all these different YouTube channels, and it takes a lot of data into account. And not only is VideoAmigo the only place where you can find these data-driven answers, but the best part is it's free. And I know I've said that in some of my other videos already, but just to reiterate, VideoAmigo and all the tools with it are 150% free. And before we jump into this tool, go ahead and click the subscribe button and click that little bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to reiterate this again because it's very important. Make sure you check up on these numbers again every week because, again, stuff can change all the time depending on the season, your viewers, your competitors. There's a lot of different factors to take into account. So when you look up this information and when you use the When to Upload tool, make sure you look at least once a week. So you're probably wondering, how does VideoAmigo figure out these best times to upload? Well, it's really a combination of two different factors. The first one is when the most people around the globe are watching videos within your specific topic. In other words, it's basically when there's the most viewership demand. And the second number it takes into account is when there's the least competition. So when there's the least amount of videos going into that topic from other channels that may be a competitor to you. All right, let's hop over to the Creator Tools suite and I'll show you guys how to use this tool. So like with all of our tools, what you're gonna wanna do is go to VideoAmigo.com, and then from the Creator Tools suite on the side, you're going to want to click on Video Springboard. Normally we click on Analytics and Insights, but today we're gonna do Video Springboard, and then we're gonna go all the way down here, the second from the bottom, we're gonna go to When to Upload. So let's go ahead and click on Go To. And as you can see here, we're logged into our Howdini channel, which is our how-to channel. It's the channel we always use for these tutorial videos. So when we reach this page, we get a bunch of different bars down here. I'll explain what those are in a second. But our default topic is how-tos and life hacks galore. If you want to change your topic, you can just go to this little topics tab right here and you can switch it up. Or if the topic that you want to compare your channel with is not present, you could always search for it right here. Or you can go to this little gear, click on channel categories, and you can just type in the topic that way, click save, and add it. Also, another really important thing to note before looking into this data is choose the correct time zone. So if you look at the right here, it says selected time zone is America, New York. That's my time zone, but in case your selected time zone is not the default, just go ahead and click that right there and make sure that you click on this little bar, and then you swipe through and you can scroll down and change your time zone to where you live. All right, so let's take a look at this table here. It's actually pretty easy to figure out, but I'm gonna run through it anyway. And so if we look here, it's color coordinated. So the best time to upload is marked by this kind of darker fuchsia color. The better time to upload, which is the second one below best time, is a really dark purple. And then the good time to upload is kind of this dark blue. And then bad time to upload is light blue. So if you look here, again, this is last updated May 13th, and this is for our channel, Howdini. We can see that the two best times to upload, according to this chart, are 8 a.m. on Saturday and 11 p.m. on Saturday. And again, this is for the how-to and life hacks galore topic. So again, based on this information, it's really easy to figure out. If we want to post a how-to or life hack video, the best time to upload those types of videos would be at 8 a.m. on Saturday or 11 p.m. on Saturday. All right, now let's change the topic to cooking, and we'll see how that affects the chart. So now when we update the category to general cooking, we see that the colors and the recommended times to upload have all switched. If we look here, Monday at 11 a.m., Tuesday at around noon, and Wednesday at around noon are the most recommended times. And again, that sort of dark fuchsia, I guess it's dark fuchsia, I don't know. That dark fuchsia color that you guys can see is, again, the best time to upload. So again, if we want to do cooking videos on Houdini, probably best to upload them Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at probably around 11 a.m. or noon. So that's pretty much it for the when to upload tool. It is very, very easy to use, but it's also very helpful. It's a really, really effective way to find the best times to upload for your channel. And then after a while, once you start getting a cadence going, your audience can know what times to expect your videos. You can increase more viewers that way, because people are going to get more excited when they have like a scheduled upload to look forward to. Thanks again for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the tutorial, please go ahead and click the subscribe button again and click the notification bell to be notified every time we upload a new video. And be sure to click the link in the description or click one of the end screens to see more VideoAmigo tutorial videos. Again, thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you later, amigos.